What do you absolutely not miss about working at Target?
Dealing with people.
Wearing the mask.
Wearing the mask. Well, that was during
That's a
COVID.
good
Yeah.
one.
Okay. What about dealing with people that or that you
Like,
hated? What did you hate
People
about
going crazy buying toilet paper and like unnecessary stuff, and then then they realize that they don't need it and they're trying to return it.
What about like working inbound? Because we all worked inbound. What do people not get about working inbound? Like, what is like the average person that like shops at Target not understand about what really goes on when we unload the semi truck and we got, we're handling their TVs and their future PlayStations? What do they not get? What's going on?
They come damaged from the factory, not from the inbound.
yeah. That it's not because we threw them.
We handle products with care.
Yeah. You know what's interesting for me? Inbound was always it's so funny because it was like it felt like, at least at the Target that we were at, that like literally just no one wanted to do it. So like the same group of people did it all the time, but it doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, mean that they were necessarily the best people to do that job.
It's the only ones that were there.
Yeah, it's just the only people that like had the availability to come in that early. And I always thought it was really funny how like there was just, on your application you have to be able to lift a certain amount of weight or whatever it says. And there were certain people on the line that just like literally,
that's not applicable anymore.
Yeah, they just literally can't do it, and you're like having to carry it for 3 people now on one side, or especially like sorting U-boats and shit like that. Like, what's something that was super annoying for you when you worked at Target?
One thing.
Yeah, give me one thing at a time.
I don't know, bro. There was a lot.
Yeah, give me something. Give me a story. Give me something that pissed you off. You gotta give me something for the people that never worked there, maybe people that have worked there, and they will relate to this.
I mean, on our side, it wasn't that bad, Yeah, we got yelled at. Or not yelled at.
What did you get in trouble for?
Nothing.
Fucking around.
Dude, not even. They said that shit with a smile.
We got Martin. That the homie Javi. Ayo, Martin
What's
says
up,
what's
broski?
up. What's up?
262.
Like something that always annoyed me. I've complained about it a bunch on the podcast, so I won't get into it, the whole thing right now. But like, I used to get so annoyed when they would call for backup, or they would like call for reshop in the middle, like, and they would just do it like so exaggerated, like this bin being full was gonna stop them from being able to fucking do somebody's return. It's like, dude, just set it next to it. Like, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Then they get mad at you because you don't finish your shit.
Yeah, because you got, even though you had to go up to the lane or you had to go do this extra shit.
Dude, I hated going up to the lanes, bro. The one thing that annoyed me was someone complaining about not getting their discount. When it said like, buy 3 get 1.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, it's $1. You really gonna pick a fight with me for $1?
Yeah, and it's like they're mad because maybe the sign was still up, but it's not. That sale's over.
I mean,
that's why you're not getting.
Can you not read? It says the day's on it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. What was like the most fun part about working at a retail store like Target?
Doing whatever I want.
Honestly, I just did whatever I wanted to do, bro. Now that I have a new job,
Yeah.
they actually have me on check.
Yeah, you can't
Target, man. I was doing whatever I wanted to do, man.
Yeah.
Talking to whoever I wanted to talk.
I remember something. I think you told me this, actually. You told me because for people that don't understand, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. When you work retail, or specifically at Target, right? You unload the truck, and then that team is usually, we're gonna push that product to the floor. Meaning we're gonna unbox everything, we're gonna put it on the shelves, and then we're gonna bring whatever's left over to the back room, right? And so you would be assigned a section of the store. Maybe it's pets, maybe it's chemicals, whatever. So it'd be your 3 or 4 aisles. You're gonna put all the product for that out on the floor. And basically, they would schedule you with just enough time, to finish all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you told me something once, because I was sweating, like doing a vehicle, trying to get all the stuff done. And you were like, yo, bro, chill. We don't get paid by the box. We get paid by the hour.
We get paid by the hour, my boy.
And he was like, make them give you more time. Make them give you some more hours. And I'll never forget that. And I feel like that is you can, that mindset is definitely all across retail. Like, I think if people don't have that mindset, they're silly. They're killing themselves.
To be honest, if you want to work hard, that's great, but we weren't gonna go anywhere in that company. I was just there for
and especially when it comes
job.
to Target or like I would say not even just them. I'd say most jobs, working harder gets you more work. it does not get you better shit. Because what would happen is, especially when I first started there, I'll be busting my ass. I'll get all my shit done, and I have like 20, 30 minutes left over, and they're like, "Oh, thanks for getting all your stuff done. We're gonna have you do some of Frankie's stuff with him now. You're gonna go to seasonal. You're gonna go help this guy out. You know, so it's like you get rewarded with more work, and it's not even just Target. It's like every job I've worked. You know, I've been a bartender now for a while, and I was working some bars where you work with multiple bartenders. And what happened is, if you're a good bartender, and I literally had a manager tell me this once, me and the other best bartender at this job would work together on like Fridays and Saturdays, and then they hired these couple of bumps. These guys just weren't good. They couldn't keep up with like the volume, and so they changed where we were scheduled so that I couldn't work with another good bartender, because they knew that I could pick up the slack for a shitty bartender. So like, oh, we'll just give you one of them. And they literally told me it was because, oh, I want to space out the good people. And I was like, so my reward for being a good worker is that I got to do more work, man. And that's
you got to work smarter, not harder. Dude.
Exactly. And that's what, when you said that to me, that's when I figured out. That's what I remember. They would always ask you, how long is it going to take you to finish? And you say, what time am I scheduled to? 2:30? Like I'll be done at 2:30, probably around 2:30. Yeah. That's smart, man. That's the smartest way to do it. It doesn't make sense.
When I give me more work, then they have to give me more time. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, overtime.
Yeah.
I always take some overtime.
Yeah. What's something that like maybe somebody that never worked at Target doesn't know that you guys have to do when you work there? Or that they wouldn't think, like, because, you know, there was probably a time in your life when you used to just, like, you went to a grocery store and you never knew how it functioned. But what's something that kind of surprised you once you started working there, if anything?
That's a good question.
The way they outwork their people, man. I
Yeah.
never expected them to, like, whatever you just said.
Be
you know,
on you? Yeah.
Yeah, be on your ass and just make you do all this extra stuff and not even feel like they're like not even a simple thank you
Yeah.
for doing this and doing
They're
that.
not very appreciative.
Yeah, so
I mean, I feel like that comes with the turnover rate at like that kind of job, you know.
Yeah.
They're not gonna thank every single person.
You know what's crazy,
Yeah.
though? You know what's really crazy is that, like, it's, like, hard for people to get hired at Target. Like, online, if you, like Google this or, like, TikTok it, like, a lot of people apply to Target, like, want to work at Target. And Target is apparently, like, a hard company to get hired by.
Really? Dude, I
Yeah.
got hired at Target, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We all work there, bro. It's like
It can't be that hard, bro.
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel bad. I see people that some people are like, man, I've applied like 3-4 times. I never got hired. They never called me back. I'm like, I guess it was just right time, you know. But I applied one time and I got it. So I felt like it was a pretty easy interview. Like they did the video interview. Like it wasn't even, I didn't even have to talk to somebody. Like it was pretty easy.
oh, you had the video?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So it was like,
The video one.
yeah. So I got 3
Yo,
tries to
I had
record.
that Colombian interview me, dude. She wouldn't speak Spanish to me. I didn't even know what she was saying like the whole time. Like what? Can you
What
say that?
happened?
What
Can
was
you
it? I
explain it?
forgot-
No,
I
paint a
forgot it.
picture.
I forgot it.
Paint a
No, okay,
picture.
so
No names.
the team lead was Colombian, and her accent was like really thick, right?
Okay.
And we could barely understand what the fuck she was saying half the time. And I'm like, yo, I can speak Spanish. You can talk to me in Spanish. But
Yeah.
she still kept talking to me in her broken ass English. I had to every single question. I'm like, can you repeat that? Can
Yeah.
you say it slower?
Mm.
And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Like,
That is hard, man. Especially like when you would have this team. I know what team lead you're talking about. You have this team lead, or you'd have we had another team lead that had like sometimes it was hard to understand over the walkies, and like they would call something out, and I would be like, "What was that?" And then they repeat it, and I'd be like, I have no idea what
Okay.
the fuck she just said. Okay. And I just go guess. I'm like, let me just figure it out because I don't know. And then it'd be like 40 minutes later, they come find me and be like, Darren, why aren't you doing, I told you to go help Bullseye. You're like, oh, I had no fucking idea what you said, man. I was just trying to do whatever.
Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety. Or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel. See all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.